Ciao, ciao bella. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. And if you're catching the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate any time that you're willing to give. I know that time is precious, so I'm glad that you're here, whether it's now or in the future. So what are you guys working on today? What's going on in your world? I just said goodbye to my son. He is going back to his apartment, which is really weird to say, but good for him. Welcome in, Kay. And we will probably see him again before we leave, but he had to get back because not only does he have an apartment, right, he has a job that he has to prepare for. So he spent a week with us, and we got to go places and do things together, and it just made my heart happy. And my kids got to spend time together. I think they were starting to get frustrated with each other towards the end, but yeah, that was something. So right now I am working on my beach tote. I don't know if I showed you guys the pattern for that. But this is yarn that I got last summer, actually, while I was here. And I had the intentions of making a tote bag when I bought it. And I thought to myself, I needed to bring it along with me. Being here, right, inspires me to make beachy things. Welcome in, Perp, because I am forever wanting to go to the beach. We did actually get to go. It stopped raining literally long enough for us to enjoy the day. Like, we went early in the morning, not as early as I would have wanted, because I like to be there when literally no one is there. I want to be there to watch the sun come up over the water, because it's not as hot, two, it's not as crowded, and I don't know, it just seems more peaceful. Welcome in, welcome in. But because children and life, we got a little bit of a later start, but we still managed to get there when there wasn't a lot of people. And then right as it started to get super crowded and hot, it was around 11 or so, we left, went and got some lunch. And I mailed off the package with the blanket and the washcloths to Christine over at Christina's Crocheting. I should probably let her know that it's coming. I have not done that yet. But I mailed that off to her and mailed off something that I got for my mom. And we got home, and an hour after we got home, it just poured down rain for the rest of the night. And I was like, man, I'm glad we went when we did. It's supposed to be really good weather tomorrow, so my daughter and I may go back to the beach tomorrow. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, that's kind of been, I know I won't get this done in time to like enjoy it as a tote while I'm here, but it's something that I'm working on, right? So I do have something to show you guys if you're interested. I actually finished my cardigan. Do you guys want to see it? I'm going to finish this. Let me finish this round and then I'll show it to you. And if you don't know the cardigan that I'm talking about, I was working on the Mermaid Hexie cardigan from Amora at Amora Loves Yarn. Now, the tutorial is, I think, 2 years old, maybe a year old. I'm not sure. But it turned out really well. I know I've shown you guys pieces of it before, but I actually finished it, and this is all I have left. of the second cake. I do have probably, if I put them both together, probably have half a cake left of the Hobie Universe, because I was holding, because it's a one weight, I was holding them double stranded. So I don't get to add those 3 cakes to my total, and that's okay. But I did struggle a little bit with the color controlling, because I didn't plan to color control, and then I tried to color control. I mean, it worked out, but it was a little bit frustrating. And then I realized that I missed some pieces when I did the sleeves. So I had to go back and like slip stitch to make it work without being obvious. So that was a little bit of pain. I did it on the sleeves and the back. I'll show you what I mean. But that was really frustrating, because I thought I was done, and then I ended up not being done. I had to go back, and I was praying I had enough yarn. And on one side, it was actually blue, which I didn't have any more of. So I flipped the sleeve inside out, and I used the white. And I mean, it's fine. You can't really see it, but I was praying the whole time that it was gonna work. It's fine. It worked out. I do need to steam it though, because it looks very bunchy. And I don't have a steamer here because this is not my house, but even at home, I don't have a steamer. I own a little teeny tiny iron, mainly for crafting, because my daughter likes to do those like melty bead things. So, that is something that she enjoys, and I have the iron so that I can do that for her. Oh, sweet. She seems really cool. I just, I knew when I saw that cardigan, I don't even remember how I came across it. I think she was showing something and she said she had, oh, I know it was. She said she was making her tulip hexie. And I didn't want to make the tulip hexie, but she said something about she had made a mermaid one. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go check that out. And when I saw that, I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to make it with. You know, sometimes you have those projects where you see it and you immediately know what yarn you want to use. And that's what happened. And I couldn't get it out of my head. Like, I was like, I have so many other things to do. I don't need to start a new project. I'm about to be traveling and like doing all this stuff. I do not need to start a new project. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. My brain didn't listen. I couldn't get it out of my brain. It would not go away. So I did it and I finished it, and it was glorious, but it still needs a little bit of work. I'm hoping that when my son comes back down, if I can remind him to please bring, he has a steamer, like a little handheld one for like his suit jackets and pants and things. So I'm hoping that I can ask him to bring it down and then I can steam it. I mean, if not, I'm sure I can borrow one from literally anyone. But because I don't iron things, you guys. Growing up, my mom and my stepdad were big on like ironing clothes, and everything had to have creases, you know, like your khakis and all of that, like the creases right down the middle and the front of your pants. I always hated that. Always felt like I had a giant wrinkle in my clothes. And I know it was like, because my dad my actual dad was in the military. And then my stepdad, before my mom met him, he was in the military. And so that stuff kind of gets ingrained in you. You know, how to take care of your clothes and how to do all that, how to look presentable, that kind of thing, in a specific way. Like, they want it in a specific fashion. And that's what my mom knew, right? And then that's what my stepdad knew. I always hated it. No worries. So it was always problematic for me. And I never liked doing the ironing. I never liked doing any of that. Now, my aunt, she had a big, I don't know what you would call it. It wasn't really an ironing board as much as it was like a press. So it was kind of like she had two ironing boards, one on top of the other, and she would lay the clothes in it, and she would pull it down and pull down the handle, and it would like do everything: steam, press, crease, all of it. Like, she didn't have to work real hard. Now, I like doing that, but I didn't like having to like iron the clothes and like find the creases. And then like, if something accidentally gets nudged on the other side, when you flip it over, there's an actual wrinkle that you ironed into the shirt, and you got to flip it back over. And then the starch and that's too many steps. So I always told myself that when I grew up, if I threw it in the dryer, and the wrinkles that came out would be fine, and then whatever wrinkles were left were meant to be there. It's just meant to be there. I'm just going to leave it alone. And that's how I've pretty much lived. Pretty much how I've lived. I don't, I need to turn this on my phone. I don't do the things. I don't. I could, but I don't feel like it, so I don't. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up the live on my phone so that it's running, and I give myself some watch time. Okay, I'm gonna put it over there. Yeah, I can't be bothered. So when it comes to like, I have blocking boards and things to block things, but when it comes to like, steaming it, nope. Most of the time I'm just like, it'll be fine. But when I've watched Amora do her steaming, I can really see a difference in the cardigans, you know? And because there's two different weights of yarn in there, I have the DK weight yarn and then the number one weight yarn. Even though I held it two together, I think once it relaxes enough, they'll really, really mesh together. I think it'll end up being even better than it currently is, because of the way that the yarns are playing together anyway in the cardigan. So sorry, I'm trying to finish this round before I show you the cardigan, and I set it down and started talking, and then I didn't finish. I have my stitch markers where the grommets are supposed to go, because I did not have enough yarn to do the actual number of rounds that's required for this, and I had to sew it together. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough to actually sew the bottom together in the proper color. So I actually did, you're not supposed to sew the bottom together until the end, but I needed to make sure I had enough yarn to sew it together. And in order to do that, I had to put in the stitch markers for the grommets so that I would know, and I have enough, oh, it's over there. I have enough to finish sewing it together. So what you're supposed to do is I've sewn it together, and then you have to like, you're basically making the box bottom. You have to like do it like this, and then sew it, but on the inside, so that when you open the bag, there's like it keeps it like open. And you can see it in the picture, like I'm not taking anything away. It's a free pattern online. So I'm not giving anything away as far as the pattern is concerned. You can go look for it yourself. But because I didn't have enough yarn, I did 14 rows in this, and they're supposed to be 16. So I might have to, when I get to the top, like the tippy top, I might have to add in something else. But because I had to do the foundation chain and save enough yarn to sew it together, I might have enough to do 15 of the other colors instead of 14. We'll see. But that's where I am right now. So that's why the stitch markers are where they are. So, but I want to finish this round so I can have it a little bit more done. And then after this color, I'm doing like a greenish color. And then I have these 3 that are still in hank form. I haven't balled them up yet. So those will be the next 3 stripes. But I went ahead and balled up the first 3 because I was hoping that I'd be able to get the first 3 stripes done before my live. But with my son here and wanting to go do all the things, you know, that family time was important, and I was exhausted by the time we were done. So I would do a little bit, and then I just was like, okay, I mean, it's nothing that I promised you guys that I was going to get done, right? I wanted to have 3 in. And I didn't, and that's okay. Just the way it is. Yeah, I like her yarn, like when she goes to visit yarn shows. I like those too. Alessandra, I saw your comment. I hope everything was okay at the door, Perk. Maybe it was a delivery. Was it a yarn delivery? Ooh. I have some yarn I want to show you guys too. I have the box. It's right here from Michaels. If you were here, my last live, I told you that I had done an order from Michaels. And actually, as soon as I finished with the live, I was getting stuff out for dinner, and the trash was full. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the trash out. I went to open the door. There was the Michaels box. It had probably been sitting there. I mean, it might have been sitting there during the live. I don't know. Nobody knocked on the door to let me know that it was there, which is fine. It's completely fine. But I was like, man, I just told them I was going to show it to them in the next live, but at least it, you know, it was fine to arrive here in time. And then I don't have them now. I might have them for next week. Oh, that reminds me, next week, the live is going to be on Monday, not Wednesday. So, and I think that's the last one, because when I get back, I have that next Monday, I think is the 10th. I think I go back to work. So I think, I mean, I know that next week is the last live, but I'm hoping, I ordered some stuff from the online creative reuse stores. So Make and Mend and Thistle Creative, nothing big, obviously, right? Because it has to fit my suitcase. But I did find some cool things. Did you email me? Yes, you said email. Let me look real quick. Let me finish this. Let me finish this. Oh yes, also Liberal Arts Mail comes out on Saturday, the new one. Yay. It's crazy that we're almost done, right? I'll go and look at my email in just a second. But I'm hoping that the stuff from the Creative Reuse stores comes in time to show you on Monday. I mean, if not, I'll show you whenever I get home. But I am excited to show you what I got. And if you don't, I mean, if you're in the US and you don't know about those online Creative Reuse stores, Make and Mend does a drop every Friday, I think. I don't know if they do it every Friday, but their drops are on Fridays, usually around 7 p.m. And when I first moved, they were delivering to the APO, FPO, and then they stopped. So I can only order and get it directly to me when I'm actually in the States. I mean, I know that I could have it sent to my mom, I could have it sent to Kay, I could have it sent to lots of people, but then I have to pay extra shipping for them to get it to me. So let me do this. Slip stitch it in so that it's in for the next round. And then I'll check my email for perp, and then I will open this Michaels box. Because I got some of those paintings, but they're mystery paintings. So I know they're supposed to have ghosts and cats on them, but what I don't know is if I'm going to get the same ones. I got 4 of them because there's 4 different options. So we'll see if I got the different ones or if I got some of the same ones. Okay, email. Okay, so I have Kay, Mary, Alessandra. It looks like I have 2 from you, Perp. There's Zara's. Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 from you. Do I need to... Let me go back. Oh, okay. Okay, same thing. All right. That's cute. Yes, I have it. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Let's open the box. It's a big box. Okay. Let's see. I'm probably, talking about shipping, I'm probably going to have to ship this to myself because I'm not going to be able to put all of this in my suitcase. Because we have also gone thrift store shopping and I found some clothes, which was nice. Well, doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to cut through this bad boy anyway. But not all of this stuff is gonna fit in my suitcase. I mean, I could try, but I want to get the paper out because I don't know if there's it's just the shipping label or there's a receipt. Receipt. Okay. So all of these things are Halloween related, just so you're aware. Because Halloween gets put out ungodly early. Okay. So this one is not a mystery. This is a paint marker, paint by number kit. And you get all 4 of these and the paint markers. So this one, and it comes with all 4. So you get all 4 of the paintings and the markers, so acrylic paint markers. So let me move this hole out of the way and I'll get it. You can see all the paintings. And then on the back, it shows you what they look like without the color. I don't know if you can actually see that because I'm covering up my entire Kindle by showing this to you, but there's that. And I did have like points and sale thing, so I didn't pay anywhere near full price for this. This is a paint by numbers plywood surface, and it is a sugar skull. So this, and then this is what it looks like without the color. I'm not gonna open it because it's not a mystery. That's what it is. Okay, so then these are the mysteries. They're heavy. These come with frames. So that one, that one, that one, that one. So I got 4 flowers and 4 ghosts with cats. Because I wanted to see if I got them. And like I said, I did not pay anywhere near full price. So I am okay with that. Because I had points from when I went to Michael's. And they have a new point system. I don't understand it all. I'm not here long enough to try to make sense of it all. There's like different levels, gold, silver, something. I don't know. Oh, okay. This. This. Better? Okay. Okay, so do you want me to do the flowers first? Like I'm going to alternate, right? But I have flowers and ghosts with cats. Which one do you want me to open first? And then I'll just alternate after that. Like, so these are the ghosts with cats. And then these are the flowers. I'm excited. And then I can show you the yarn that I got. And then I can show you the really cool things I found at the thrift store. I'm excited. I really am. I may not show my face, but I'm excited. Okay, purpose flowers. Anybody else have a vote? Okay, flowers it is. All right, so these are the options, right, of what you can get. These are the 4. I'm trying to do it without glare. And it says, like, it has a big question mark on it, so it says it's a mystery. I'm not super happy with that. Like, I'd like to just like to be able to buy one of each. Because, like, the ghosts with cats, I would definitely buy all of them. Because they're super cute. The flowers, there's one of them I probably don't really want, but I'm not angry about it. I know last year they sold out super fast. All right? Okay. So the box is open. Let's see. Well, that's paint. Can you see? I can't see anything. I don't know. Ooh. Okay. So this is the frame. This is the flower. That's pretty. Okay. It's a little big in the box. I wish Michaels would ship to APO, FBO. I'll tell you what, there are a lot of people that want to do crafts and that want craft supplies. So if the creative reuse stores and the just regular craft stores would ship to APO, FBO, they would do a lot better. Okay, so this is the cat and the ghost. These are the 4 options. Okay, can you see? I don't know if you can see because my face is blocked. I hope you can see. Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. Okay, I'm gonna try to feel for the paper this time. So that maybe I just pull the paper out. Maybe I just make a big mess. I don't know. Okay, I got something. But I don't know if I'm holding it the right way. Can you see that? Do I need to turn it around? I don't know. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, it's upside down. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to see this rounded frame because I haven't seen this one. Oh, okay. That's kind of nice. Yeah, so they were, last year, they did it where you could buy them, but like right as I was getting ready to leave is when they were coming out, and they went super fast, like so fast. when I went to Michael's, like last week, they said that they get their trucks on every other week. So they didn't get a truck last week, but they were going to get a truck this week. And she was like, because they already had some Halloween stuff out, but she was like, I don't know what Halloween stuff we're going to have out. You can come back and check. And I was like, that's a long time to wait to maybe have them. So she was like, if you did if they're available online and you shipped them to yourself, you know, you might get them depending on where they're coming from. She said, but if we don't have them in stock in the store, you can't pick them up in the store. Like they won't ship it to the store for you. And I was like, okay. So we're going to do another flower one. So I just went online and ordered them. I might go back to Michael's and see what's available. I don't know. Okay. I found the paper. Hopefully it's a different one. Is it different? Is it? I can't tell. Is it? No, it's the same one. It's the same one. This is the thing that I was like, Okay. Another cats and ghosties. Okay. Is it the same one? Is it upside down again? I don't know. It's the same one. If I get 4 of the same one, I'm taking them back to the store. I'm taking them back to the store. Okay. Flowers. Is it the same? Oh my goodness. Put this over here. 2 I could deal with. I could paint one and give another one as a gift. Okay, ghosts and cats. Let's see. I will take them back to the store if they're all the same. Can't even see that. Hold on, I gotta get the other paper out. Oh my. Okay. This is a bust, you guys. It makes me want to go back to Michael's tonight. Okay, this is the last flower one. They're the same? Okay, I'm gonna have to take them back to the store. I am. Because I don't know that I have time to send them back. Like, through shipping. Okay, last ghost and cats. Let's see. Not holding out high hopes for this one. It's the same. Okay. All right. They're going back to the store, man. I mean, I know that's kind of like kind of what you get when you do that, but like also, okay, but it was still fun. Still fun. I still like them, but I'm gonna take them back to the store because I don't want 4 of the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna look really quickly on Michaels.com and see if they are available. They're not available for pickup. They also have a Spellbound set, which I didn't want, but okay, it looks like the flower ones are available for pickup, but the cat and ghost ones are not. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, I want them, so I might go into my account and see. I don't know. Let me go into this email address and see. No. Okay. Oh, they sent me a thing. Tell us what you think. I think you did the wrong thing. I'm going to tell them about themselves. They sent me a, sorry, my live is playing, but they sent me a rate your purchase. I need to message them. Because, like, you could easily look at that and tell jerks. Okay, so I might have to call them. I'm not going to do it right now, but there's not another Michaels. I don't think. Is there one in New Bern? That's really far, though. Let's see. I don't know if there's one in New Bern. Nope. The nearest one is Wilmington, which is over an hour away. So it's fine. I will reach out to them, see what I can do. If I take them back to the store and I just get my money back, that's fine. Like I said, even if I kept 2, I could make 1 and give 1 as a gift. But I don't want 4 of the exact same one. I don't want that. Okay, so now I'm going to I'm going to show you what I got at the thrift store. So my son was looking for some like just unique items, right? He's got his first place and he's trying to like look for stuff. We were looking for bookshelves and maybe like some seating. We didn't find any of that, but he found some cool like glassware and other things. I found some cool board games and I found some other things I didn't get. I found a cool record for my mom, which I've already mailed to her. And then I found these. I'm going to show you. Actually, I didn't find them. My son found them. These. So if you don't know, one of my all-time favorite snacks in the whole world is popcorn, right? No, I think it just means that there's 8 of them available. So maybe after the live, I'll take these down to Michael's and see what they can do. Like, but I'm not super worried about it. I'll figure it out. Like I said, even if I just send them back and get my money back, it's fine. I don't want 4 of the exact same one. But this is Indian Princess popping corn tins. So this is how popcorn used to come. Like, I remember my grandparents having things like this, right? This is from J.L. Clark Manufacturing Company in Rockford, Illinois. Like the Rockford Peaches, right? So these were $5 a piece for the tins, which I don't know how much the popping corn was originally, but they're in good condition. They don't have, they have a few like little rust spots on them, but that's fine. So I thought these were really cool. I could use them for all kinds of things. I could use them for scraps. I could use them for stitch markers. I could put crochet hooks inside them. I could just put them on my coffee table to put little knickknacks in, whatever, right? But there were 2 of them. They were $5 a piece. I thought it was really cool. And then, again, my son was looking through some like drawings, paintings. There's some Harry Potter stuff and some Disney stuff. And he knows, right, my favorites. He found an Evil Queen, but he didn't find, yeah, those would be cool for buttons too. He didn't find a Maleficent. So I would have gotten the Evil Queen, but she's not my super favorite. You know, Maleficent is my spirit villain. But he did find this, which I was excited, and I was like, I will take it. So I thought this was cool. I'm going to put this up in my craft room. Just a print, right, of a loom, right? The Tapestry Weaver, 9th century, Priscilla Publishing Company, Boston, Massachusetts. I thought it was cool. And this will fit in my carry-on, you know, just lay it flat in between a couple things so it doesn't get jostled around too much. But that was pretty cool. So the other thrift store thing that I found, like I said, it was a record. It went to my mom. And my son got some things. There were lots of things that I saw that I wanted, but I couldn't get them because like they would be impossible to ship. I do want to show you, I took a picture of this one. Oh my gosh, such a cool chair. Let's see. No, that's my daughter with a dog. Always finds the animals everywhere we go. Okay. Oh, I did find a spinning wheel. That would have been cool, but how am I going to ship it? And then my daughter liked this chair. And then I liked this chair. Super cool. But I couldn't. What am I going to do? I can't bring it with me. And to ship those kinds of things would be massively expensive. Even just to ship the things to my mom and Christine was like, I don't know, over $50 just to ship them. It's a lot. I didn't want to, I was like, no. I thought the spinning wheel was super cool. And it worked in everything, but can't do that. Yeah, they were really cool chairs. I really liked them. Okay, so do you want to see the cardigan, or do you want to see yarn first? Cardigan or yarn? What do you want to see? I mean, it's all yarn, but you want to see a finished product, or do you want to see yarn? What do you want to see? You did. Anybody else? Yarn or cardigan? I mean, you're going to see it all anyway, but I didn't know if you had a preference of what you want to see first. I turn the chair around so that when I do need to grab the cardigan, it's ready for me to grab. Sorry, something made a noise. It scared me. Okay, well, we'll show yarn then. Okay, so I went to 2 different yarn stores. One I've been to before, one I've never been to before. And I don't know that I would go back. But we'll talk about it. Okay, so this one was Yarn Tales. And the shop, I mean, it was fine. It didn't have a lot in it as far as options. It mainly seemed like a Barocco shop. Just about everything in there was Barocco. Lots and lots of wool. Not a lot of cotton or other like fiber options. Not a lot of color choices. And then when I asked her if she had like other color choices, because I know like from going to some Italian stores, they have limited space, right, in their like front part of their store. So they can open, they have like a book and they'll open and they have all these like swatches of the different colors, and they might only have like 3 or 4 colors in the little cube, but they might have like 10 colors all inclusive with what's in storage, like in their little like storeroom back behind there. Because that doesn't have to be super organized for anyone but them, but to make things nice and neat and like use the space, they only have a few. And she was like, no, this is all I have. And I was like, okay. So I got these things. and there was no price on them. And because I'd already walked up to the counter and I'd been looking for a while and chatting for a while, when she rang these up, my jaw dropped. This was $32. One of them was $32. And I had put 2 of them up there. I was like, oh my goodness. And she was like, yes, everything has gone up. It's like super expensive. She was like, that's one reason why my store doesn't have a lot in it, because the price that people have to pay for the items. She was like, I can't afford to have that much in stock because I won't sell it fast enough. And I was like, I get it, but oh my goodness. Okay, guys, hold on a second. My son is calling. Hold on. Okay, he was letting me know he made it home because I get on to him when he doesn't. Yeah, it was so expensive. I was like, oh my goodness. But then I went to another yarn store, a yarn store I've been to before. And the prices weren't that bad. Like, they were higher, but they weren't as expensive. So I definitely bought more yarn. So, lady was super friendly. The store was nice. It just, there weren't a lot of options as far as different companies of yarn in general. So, I don't know that I would necessarily go back. And I'm thinking with this, honestly, because it is cotton, the rows that I'm missing on my beach bag, I might use this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So then I went to Salty Sheep Yarn Shop, which I've been to before. I have videos. If you want to see the store, you can go check it out. The owner was not in. She was away for a trip, but her prices were pretty reasonable, and I found quite a bit that I wanted. So I got, this is all the same colorway and everything. This in this bag, I got 2 bags. So this is Streamin Color Yarn Classy in the colorway Caroline. Oh, I didn't tell you anything about this yarn. I'm sorry. Juniper Moon Farms, Cumulus Dappled. It's Mako Cotton. The worsted weight, 3.5 ounces, 3.52 ounces per 100 grams, 251 yards. Use a 5.5 or 6.5 hook, or 4.5 to 5.5 knitting needles. And this is Aruba C, color 150. Okay, so this is the colorway Caroline, worsted weight number 4, 100% superwash merino, 4 ounces, 250 yards. Says use a size 7 needle, but this is the colorway. It's super pretty. I like the speckledness of it. Thinking about making a top or a poncho of some sort. I found several tank tops at one of the thrift stores that I went to. And I think if I made like a nice kind of lacy style poncho that I could put, because they're all solid color, I could put the poncho over some of the tank tops, right, and wear that. But yeah, so there's 5 of these. And these were, I want to say 12, around that range a piece. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. Especially because like my plan was to go to multiple different yarn shops, and most of them are closed like forever. So I was like, well, if I'm not going to go to multiple yarn shops, I might as well spend what I had budgeted for multiple yarn shops at the one yarn shop. I didn't spend quite as much as I had budgeted per yarn shop, but between the 2 at $70-something and then this, so this is the other one, the other bag. I got this. This is Malabrigo. Wait a minute, that's not Malabrigo. Did I only get 3 of them? Okay, that just looks like Malabrigo. So I did get Malabrigo, Arroyo, 3 of them. This is the colorway Seahorse. I have another colorway that will go with this at home. So that's why I got it, because I was like, I know that I have something that will go with this. I have a lot of yarn updating to do. This was on sale. It says it was 21. It was not 21. It was on sale. I don't remember for how much, but it was on sale. It's a DK sport weight, approximately 335 yards, 306 meters, 100 grams, 3.5 to 4 millimeter knitting needle. I can smell the vinegar on it. I don't know if it's coming from just being in with the other hand-dyed hanks or if it's coming exactly from this, but this was on sale. Then there were 2 of these. These were in the sale basket, like deep discount basket. And these would be cool to gather in a project. This is lichen and lace. And you can see the X. So they were on like the discount basket sale. So you have the sale, but then you have the discount basket. So this is Rainy Day and Silver Fox. It's 80-20 sock. So they're one weight, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 100 grams, 365 yards. They're both the same stats. This is just Silver Fox and this is Rainy Day. So this is like black and gray speckly. And then this is like more of just a silvery ombre situation. I can't smell vinegar on this. I can smell vinegar on this. But we'll see if it's coming from another yarn. We'll find out. Okay. So then I got this. This is Barnyard Knits. I got oh, I didn't grab it. Okay, I thought I got another, but I guess I didn't grab them. Okay, well, that's fine. Barnyard Knits in BYK DK, colorway Hydrangea, 100 grams, 231 yards, 100% superwash merino. It looks a lot like Seahorse. But this, I have a yarn that I got in the UK the first time I went to go see Sam called Devon Cottages. I think it's like a gray, but it has this kind of speckly stuff in it. And I thought this would go good with it. And I don't know if you've seen the video, but there's this little boy and his mom is showing him a flower. And she says, it's a hydrangea. And he goes, hydrangea? My name's Waylon. And now every time I see the word hydrangea, I hear that little boy in my head. So this came home with me. No vinegar smell in those. Okay, and then the last one that I got, I thought I got some other yarn, but I guess I didn't. This one is Emma's yarn, Simply Spectacular DK. This is Hammerhead. I got 2 of those. This is Beach, Please. Got 2 of those. And then this one is Terrazzo. And I got 1 of those. So I thought they kind of went well together. And even if I don't use this one, I have something that I can do with this one. And then these 4 go together. For these, I was thinking like a cowl and some fingerless gloves situation. No vinegar smell. Okay, so it's just the Malabrigo that smells. Okay. But I thought I got some Frogget yarns. I know I was looking at them. Maybe I didn't grab them. I don't know. It's okay. I did order some Frogget yarns before I left. And I ordered a book club thing from her for summer. And I know that it's all arrived, but I haven't been home to get it. Delayed gratification. So there'll be more yarn when I get home. I barely got to touch the yarn that I got with Sam. I just got this yarn. There's more yarn waiting on me when I get home. So I don't need to go back and buy the other yarn. I don't need it. But that's my yarn. The Emma's yarn and the Barnyard yarn was not on sale. It was expensive. So yeah, it was a lot with the, I have yarn in my mouth now. With the price, with the tariffs, like it's definitely been passed on to the consumer for sure. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had to, whew, that was not pleasant. And fiber got all the way in my mouth. And then I had to like wipe my hands off because that was a lot. Oh, I do want to show you one other thing. I'll be right back. Hold on. Let me go grab it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it's not one other thing, it's multiple other things, but it's another store. So my other passion, right, is reading. And we've gone to several bookstores. We've gotten several books. I have books down there. I have books on the table. And then we found this, like, it's not really a used bookstore. It's more of like a niche bookstore. They had a lot of smut, which is fine. I read it. They had some mysteries. They had this like buyback program where you could like bring books in and you get credit depending on the condition of the books, which I think is cool because not everybody can afford full price brand new books. I didn't buy any books at the store because they were really expensive. Again, the cost of having a small business. And I was like, I've already spent so much money that I was like, I bought, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books already. Welcome in, Tuber Chat. Nice to see you. So I didn't buy books. I bought other things though. I got this candle. It is Rain-Kissed Cedar. And oh my God, it smells so good. Oh, I love like sandalwood, patchouli, cedar, the like earthier scents. I like those kinds of things. So this is based on like a romantasy book, like the name of it. It's called Umbra Mortis is the name of the scent, but it's Rain-Kissed Cedar. So I paid more than average for this candle because this is a like hand poured candle. So some of the proceeds the store gets, some of the proceeds the person who is making the candle gets. So it's not a big candle. It will be burned sparingly, probably in my room, not in my yarn room, in like my bedroom, or in the space in between my room and my daughter's room. But I got that. And then from Frogget Yarns, I got, in the book box, like the summer book club box, there's something like this. It's not this one. It's different colors, different patterns. but it's a book tablet sleeve, right? So I got this for my Kindle. The one that I got with Froggy Yarns is purple. And that was honestly the biggest reason why I got the box. The book sounds interesting. So, I mean, I'm going to read the book when I get the box. But I really liked this concept. And there was like a little charm that you could get. It's like a needle stopper, but you put it at the end of your bookmark. Now, I didn't get the first box to be able to get the actual bookmark, but I found the bookmarks online and I bought them. It came in a pack of 10. I don't need all 10, but I bought the pack so that I could have the bookmark to put my charm on because the charm was really cute. The little needle, oh, it was so cute. And now if I want to get other bookmark, like other little needle stoppers, I can make gifts for people with the other 9 bookmarks that I got. And then they also had, you guys, I had to get this. Because I have a spirit villain. I absolutely had to get this. And again, I paid more for it than you would for a bookmark, but I can tell that it's like, it's a handmade bookmark. Like, it's like clay and the picture and resin. Yeah. So I got that. My daughter got a bookmark, which I'm not going to show you. And then I got some stickers. So got this one. There's actually a shirt that was said, "This is my Marie. This is what I wear when I want to talk about Marie Antoinette." I thought that was funny. But it was pink. Like the lettering was pink, so I didn't buy it. This one I thought was cool. This one, because I am the English teacher in me, I can't help it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. And I've stopped doing it out loud. I used to do it out loud. I don't do it out loud anymore. And then this one, I'm going to give to my friend. I like it, but it's not my color palette. So I bought her a gift for someone. And then I got one with the name of the bookstore on it. I'm not going to share the name of the bookstore because that'll tell you where I am. I'm not going to do that. But that is what I got. My son got a book. Oh, I got a t-shirt too. I'll show you my shirt. And I like this. It also has a little pocket. So I don't know if the one from Froggy Yarns has a pocket, but we didn't get a bag from the store. I just put everything in here because it all fit. And you could probably put a decent sized tablet in here, even with a case. I haven't tried it with my daughters, but this is the design if you want to see it up close. I just thought it was cool with all the fantasy stuff on there. And they had some other like cool 3D printed things. This was a shirt that I got. I got it super big. So, it'll be nice to wear. I mean, I'll wear it to work. I don't care, but it'll be nice to have, like, even just to be around the house, right? It's a comfy shirt. I bought it big on purpose. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I just have to go. There is a number on here. I might call and see. There's a 1-800 number on here. So I might call and just be like, hey, like, I know it's a mystery, but legit, I shouldn't have all of the exact same ones on both. You know, if it happened on one, maybe, but, and I'll see if they want me to take it back to the store or what they want me to do with it. Because I don't want 4 of the exact same thing. So yeah, that's what I had to show you guys. Oh, I went to Hobby Lobby too. Let me get that back. I don't know if I showed you. Did I show you my Hobby Lobby? I don't think I did. This is not Hobby Lobby. I basically got cotton. I got, this is called Woods. I got 4 of those. I'll show you that. And then I got, what is this? Paris in June. And I got 4 of these. This is Paris in June. And then this is Woods. They are both Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. They are 4 weight, 3 ounces, 85 grams, 153 yards, 140 meters, 5.5 millimeter crochet hook or 5 millimeter set of knitting needles. They were not all the same price. So $4.49. One of them was like $3.99. Yeah, this one was $3.99. This one was $3.99. And then the rest of them were $4.49. But it was a 30% off week. So I got 30% off all of them. And then, of course, these 2 were $3.99. And then whatever the 30% off was of each one, whatever. Yeah, they're all really pretty. And then next to the yard was a lot of bath decor. We have a bathtub here, which we don't have in Sicily. So they had these really cool bath bombs that I got for my daughter. See what happens with them. I'm not going to show them to you. They're upstairs. But they also had like shower curtains and other things that were taking up what used to be more yarn. I did look for the tool for these. They didn't have anything in Hobby Lobby, even in like the leather working. They had something to make holes, but nothing for like, they had eyelets, but they didn't even have an eyelet tool. And then they didn't have anything, I looked in the sewing, I looked in jewelry making, I looked in yarn, and then I went to Lowe's, and Lowe's had something, but it wasn't the size that I needed. So I think I am just gonna have to use a hammer. So the problem is I don't know. I have a rubber mallet at home. I don't have a rubber mallet here. The thing is, though, like, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to hit it. So like, these are the 2 pieces. There's this and there's this. But there's no claws or like anything. I don't know if you can see the side of it. On some of the smaller ones, there's like these little like teeth, but there's no teeth on here. So like, I know that I have to put like this on top of here. And then do I hit this side to like smash it down? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have, like I said, I have hammers and things at home. I can do that, but like, and I have a really heavy duty hammer in storage, like seriously heavy duty. But I don't know if I'll get it finished before we leave. I don't know. We'll see. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna work on this some more. I'll have to figure it out, obviously. But it is a conundrum. I mean, and that's the size, like I went back and double checked on the pattern. That's the size that you're supposed to use. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I can look up, I mean, I'm sure that there are videos and all of that. I can look it up, but I don't know what to make of it. Yeah, that's fine. Because I did go to Lowe's. I didn't go to Home Depot just because, I mean, I figure, and even when I look online, there's no tool that will automatically crimp that size. They have some that are adjustable, like for different sizes, but none that are this size. So this is an 11 millimeter or a 7/16 of an inch. That's what I got. So, I don't know what I need to do, but if anybody has any advice or any suggestions, if you've ever used it, if you had to use a hammer. I know in the pattern when I was reading it, she was like, at first I thought I was doing something wrong, but then I realized I just wasn't hitting it hard enough. So like, you have to really smash it really, really, really hard according to the instructions. Because she used a hammer. She didn't use a tool. But, I mean, to save my fingers and concrete or stone or whatever I'm smashing it on, right? I would rather have something to like just crimp it closed. I know that they have like industrial ones I saw. I mean, but I'm not making lots and lots of bags now. I mean, if I was making bags for like craft fairs or like if this was my business, then yeah, I'd invest in one of the big tools. It kind of looked like a microscope that I used in school. And it would attach to the table so that way when you press down, it didn't flip over. I guess you got to use a lot of force, but I don't need that big. Like I don't need to be that invested. Because that was the only one that I saw that had like the correct adjustable size. All of the other ones had smaller, like it was adjustable, but not up to the size that I needed. So, I mean, I guess it'll be getting out some rage the old-fashioned way with my hammer when I get home. I mean, I think it'll be fine. mean, if it says to use a hammer on the pattern, that's what she used. She used the same size eyelets I did. Fingers crossed it works out, right? So what are you guys doing today or tonight? I know for some of you it is evening time. What do you guys have going on? Let me know. I'm gonna go grab a stitch marker. I'll be right back. I need to grab so I can mark my space so I don't forget. I just grabbed all my things. This is the color that I'm putting in next. It's like a green, well, not like a green, it is a green. So I have the things here. The first color was Cottonwood. It's like the dark brown. This one now is called Lady Slipper. This one is called Sweet Pea. And then I have the black, yellow, and blue that I'm gonna put in. This is all I have left of the Cottonwood because I need to sew the sides. So, because it said to leave 4 to 5 times the length so that you could sew up the pieces that you need, because when you do the sides, it has to go through both pieces of fabric. So I can't technically claim the Cottonwood one yet because this is what I have left. But it is going to be used because I have to sew. I have my needle already ready to go because I sewed up the bottom. But I have to, I want to get it a little bit taller before I sew the triangles. Because once I do it, like I have to sew it basically here. And so then it will be like I won't be able to flip it up as much, if that makes sense. So I want to wait until the bag gets a little bit taller before I do that part, because I wasn't even supposed to seam it until I was finished. But I wanted to make sure I had enough yarn because I was only at row 14. But I figure if I counted the chain as a row, even though it doesn't count as a row in the original pattern, then that would be 15. So then I'm only -1 because I think I'll get 15 rows out of the other colors because I don't have to do the chain. And it was a chain of 200 to start the pattern. So if I count that, then that would only be 15. I would be down 1. And so then it would be 6 rows shorter instead of 8 rows shorter, or whatever, 12 instead of 12 rows shorter. But we'll see. Like I said, if I need to, I'll just use the other cotton that I got. Or if I manage to get done before, if I manage to get to that point and I want to go back to the store, because I got this at the Salty Sheep. If I want to go back and grab another colorway of this organic cotton, I can take the bag and the other colors that I have with me and see what would work. Because that would be like, Yeah, because it's 16 rows, and if I did 14, and I have 6 colors, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's basically a section almost that I would be missing if I didn't add it. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll get to this green and then I'll add in the wild, crazy color. And then I did. See? I need people to keep me on my toes. All right, let me get to the next set of stitch markers and then I will show you my cardigan. I was really excited to show you guys, and then I completely forgot. See? Oh, last night, there was a wild and crazy storm. It was really, 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 really loud. I don't often get woken up by, like, thunder and stuff, but the wind was slamming stuff everywhere. When I woke up, there's a grill outside on the back porch, and the top of it was open. The part where you put the gas can or like the propane tank was open, but it's chained to the porch. So I think if it hadn't been chained to the porch, it probably would have gone off the porch. The pillows that were in the chairs were in the yard, in the front and the back. The lids to the trash cans were flipped up, and I'm sure they're full of water because I don't remember. I have to look at my thing for the Airbnb when the trash goes out. I know it goes out towards the end of the week, but that's going to make it really, really heavy for people picking up the trash. I mean, they don't have to pick it up by hand. The machine, like, it has the claw that comes and picks it up. But with all the rain that's been coming, like, it's been raining. Like last week, it said on my live, it'd been raining every day. Sunday was the first day since I've been here that it didn't rain. And we were going to go to the beach on Sunday, but I figured 1, it's the weekend, 2, it's the first nice day in a while. Literally everyone is going to be at the beach. And when we went on Monday, we could tell that there had been a lot of people at the beach because the trash cans were full. The seagulls were loving it. They were all over those trash cans. So it was, I mean, in a way, I'm glad I didn't go. But then, like I said, Monday we went and we weren't home. We were home maybe an hour, and then it rained again. And then yesterday, it rained for part of the day, and then it rained in the middle of the night. So, okay, cardigan, you ready? Now, I have on like lounge pants, so they might actually match the cardigan. They don't match my shirt. The cardigan does not match my shirt, but I'm gonna put it on. But I just wanted you to be aware because, like, this is just for viewing purposes. It's again, not steamed or anything. I'm going to step off and put it on and then come back. So you get the full effect. Dun, 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 dun. Which one is it? Okay, goes this way. Okay. Are we ready? Ta-da! So there's one side. And there's one side. And there's the back. I don't know if you can see all the way down. And the sleeves. I did decide, like I said, to cuff the sleeves because I can pull it up. This is where I prefer my sleeves to be, right? But that still comes down nice enough, right? And I use up more yarn doing it that way. You can see where I added these three. So the sleeve did stop here. And then I added these three. And it's the same on the other side. Right, you can see I added these three. It stopped here. I added these three sections here. And then the ribbing. And I did try to coordinate the sleeves and the top. This is why it needs to be steamed, because it's a little. So the gray actually is all of this here. And then because I had started, well, I'd run out of white was the problem. And then I started with the gray because I'd done the white here, right, and down the sides. But then I started the gray, and then I did the gray. That's all of this, the final little round here, and then all of the single crochet, and that goes all the way around. So you can see the gray goes all the way around the whole sweater. And then I started with the gray on this side, like halfway, and then I went down to the blue. And then I wasn't sure how the blue was going to go, but it ended up going all the way around the bottom. And then all the way up here. And then I had to bring the gray back and finish this. So I mean, it's kind of even. It's not exactly even, but it's kind of even. And then with the white, I just did a round of single crochet all the way around. And then I did the corners white. Because when she did the pattern, she skipped this, the corner. And then I didn't have any more blue. So I was like, I can make it gray or I can make it white. Those are my options. And I knew that I was going to make the single crochet all the way around in the white because this was already gray. So that would tie all the colors, because you can see, right, all the colors on the hexagon part, like how it goes all the way through the colors. So I figured this would tie all three colors in that way. And then what I did incorrectly, I'll show you. I have to sit down for this. Well, I don't have to, but it'll bring it more into focus. So you can see on the sleeves that all the shells are connected, right, to the next row. They're connected to this chain row. But when I was doing the join, right, I joined the chains, but didn't join the shells to the chains for either sleeve or the back. So I had to go back in and join them. But this sleeve is blue. Can't really see, it looks white here, but it's blue. And I had to go through and go through on the sleeve and make it white to join. So you can kind of see like here is blue, but I had to join it with white. So, I mean, if I point that out to you, you'll see it, but like you can't see it when I'm back here. Like you can't see any of that. And it's inside out, like on the one side, like on the inside on the join. If you look really closely, you can see where I had to bring the white across some of the shells to get into the next thing because I didn't have a lot of white left. And I knew that the gray would stand out regardless because I had to do it all down the back, up this sleeve and down this sleeve. And this join and the back join is white. This is the only one that's blue. And then it's white down here where I had to add, I added the 3, right? So I figured the white would be best. And then once I did the single crochet, fixed my mistakes, and then that gave me I finished the white. But I have this left of the gray. So this might be a good something to add in for a stripe of something. And then I have the 2 Hobie cakes, the universe left. Like I said, if I put them together, I might have half a cake left. I can grab it actually and show you. So my serpent is also in here. So I have really, really floppy, really, really floppy, really, really floppy. So maybe 3/4, but definitely not enough to make like a whole cake, even combining them. So even if I were to tie them together and make them go, it wouldn't be enough. But for each side, I used 1 whole or 2, holding the 2 together. I used 2 cakes on one side, 2 cakes on the other. And then these 2 cakes I used to add all of the extra pieces. So where I had to like increase and where I had to like add here, add on the bottom, that's what this was. So there's that. That's what I have left. But it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. Yay. So that is my mermaid hexie cardi. And I can scratch that itch and say it's done. Done, done, done. Okay, I'm gonna crochet a little bit more. We have about 10 minutes. Oh, me showing you all the money I spent. Did pretty good, huh? Did pretty good. I don't know that I would want to wear socks in that. Like, it is, I mean, it's not like terribly rough, but I don't know that I'd want that on my feet. Just because that, like, anytime I catch a bit of that sparkly thread, like even when I would catch it on my hands, it was not nice. But maybe, who knows? I mean, I do want to practice with the crochet socks that rock, right? I want to work on that. So I may use it for some of the basic socks. Because I mean, if I'm just practicing, why not, right? It would be easy enough to do. So, but yeah, once I steam it, like I said, it'll lay a little bit more flat here, because this will come out, right, and down. And then the sleeves will get a little bit longer, and they won't be as like, they're not puffy, but like, just because it's bunched, you know? But I love it. I think it worked out really well. If I made it again, I would definitely use just an absolute solid color for the in-between. And then if I wanted like the variegated, I would keep the variegated just with the shell, or do a variegated with the chain pieces and this part, but you wouldn't get as much of a pop, you know? I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. I used the yarn that I wanted to use, but trying to color control this part was a pain. Now, if I had planned it, it probably wouldn't have been as much of a pain, but I didn't plan it because I didn't think about it. So, c'est la vie. But that was stressful, and I didn't want it to be stressful. I wanted it to be fun. It made sense to color, like to, you know, control it, but I didn't want to think about it. And then I had to think about it, and I was like, meh, this is not fun anymore. And right there at the end too, I was kind of like, I didn't even think about it. Anyway, like I said, it's fine. I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. The pattern was great. If you've never made a pattern from Amora, it's a little different. The way, because it's a video tutorial, right? It's not like, this wasn't a paid for pattern. This was just a video tutorial. But even her video tutorials are not like ones that you usually have done before. So, you know, but once you have the pattern, you don't need the tutorial. Like once you get to where you understand how to do it, you don't need to keep going back. And then the only thing that I had to go back for, the way that she did the join was specific. So it makes like this diamondy, I don't know if I can show you. Makes like a diamondy pattern, right? You don't have to do it that way. You could do it any way you want. And then when she talks about how to add, just to like not make it grow corner wise anymore, I didn't know how to do that because I've never made a hexie anything before on purpose. So I was like, we'll see how it turns out. But I love it. I love the colors. I love the way it played out. Like I said, the color controlling at the end was just not something I wanted to think about. It wasn't difficult because I had enough, and I know that I had more at home. So if I didn't have enough of what I wanted to do it in, I could have just waited until I got home, because I had 5 of these festive cakes and I used almost 2 of them. So now I have 3 left. So I know I have plenty to do it with, and it worked out fine. But I would, like I said, if I did it again, I would use just an absolute bang on solid color for this part. Because I feel like even though the colors all blend, it does take away a little bit from the part here, just because it's different colors. But I'm happy with it. I'm not upset with it at all. But if I had to do it again, that's what I would do different. That's all. So, if I don't because I don't think I did in the other one either, where I talked about this cardigan. I don't think I put the link in, and I don't remember which one that was. So if someone would love to be kind enough to tell me which video that was, it was a live. I know it was a live, but I don't remember if it was my podiversary or a different live, where I talked to it. I specifically said, I'm going to put the pattern, the video link in the description box, and I didn't. So if I don't put it in the description box for this one, because I preloaded all of these lives, so it just has bare bones in the description box. So I have to remember to go back and put things in. So if I don't, somebody please remind me, put a comment in, hey, you're supposed to put the link in, da, 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 because the way, the colors that she does it with are super cute. For like a girly kind of person. So, but she also does talk about feeding her inner goth and doing it with darker colors. So I do think though that once I steam it, she has a Facebook group and she has an Instagram. So I might take pictures once I get it all steamed. Sorry, little teapot song just ran through my head. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout, tip me over and pour me out. I'll post pictures maybe in her Facebook group, and I'll post pictures on my Instagram and tag her so that she'll see it. Because she did ask when she made her tulip hexie, and in the video where she made the tutorial for this, if you do make one, post it and tag her. She'd love to see it. So I will do that once it's nice enough for someone to see it. I mean, like, you guys see it, but like, you're not going to judge me that it's not steamed. And I know this goes out for everyone, but like, she's the creator of the pattern. So like, I would want it to be nice. Just like if I'm doing a test pattern for Evelyn or anybody else, like I would want it to look as perfect as possible before I send them pictures of it, right? Okay, 3 minutes. Wow, this live has gone by fast today. That's because I had a lot to show you. But if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, mention, let me know. Saturday, August 1st, the new liberal arts mal genre will drop. And that's the last pre-recorded one. I don't have a pre-recorded one for September. But because I'm not going to be home, right, I did pre-record. I have not started my book yet. I do have it on my Kindle, just in case I get the chance to read it on my way back. We'll see. I don't know. I'm going to be on the plane a lot. Lots and lots of time in the air. So we'll see. But work will be starting again very soon. So all of this lovely crochet time and all the things that I've been able to accomplish will dwindle. Oh, when I get back, I am going to do like a whips and foes and craft yourself free for the whole summer, because I've been keeping track of all the yarn that I've been using and all the books that I've been reading and the pages, the number of pages and all that. I've been keeping track of all that. But it's kind of hard to show everything because like a lot of the baby stuff that I had to mail it, right? So I don't have it to show. I showed it in my lives, but I don't have it to show. And then trying to make a video where I talk about everything, I didn't know where I was going to be, what I was going to have access to, if I was even going to have access to the internet. So I didn't want to set aside time for those videos. But I am going to do like a big summer total, right? So I'll be doing that at some point towards the end of August. Because like I said, once I get home, I can tell you right now, my crafting time is going to go, and everything that I've done in June and July will be everything probably for the summer. So that's another reason why I'm like, can I get this bag done? Can I do it? Because if I don't, it's going to become one of those whips that just sits there. But if I can get this done, and then I can get, or at least to start on chapter 10, I will have just the Stag and the Serpent and the Fairy Dust left as whips from 2025. I don't know that I'll get the Stag and the Serpent completely 100% finished before the end of the year. I do only have to do chapter 10 and the border, but summer's almost over. So we'll see. All right. I have hit my 2 hours. Friends, I have really enjoyed sharing things with you. I hope that you love the cardigan. Thank you for helping me handle my frustration with my mystery kits. I'm going to get off here and reach out to Michaels and see what we can do. And come back for Monday, August 3rd, for the final summer Streamin' of 2026. Ciao, Bella!